Really, really cool what she's doing. Can you see that tongue position? Kia ora and welcome back. My name's Zoe Shibi, your vocal coach for today. And today I'm going to be taking a look back in the past at Olivia Rodrigo's couple of performances of when she was a little bit younger. This has been highly recommended, so thank you so much for making me aware that there were these super cool and very cute videos out there of her. She looks adorable.
You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high, so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, doesn't mean they were always wrong.
It's just so adorable. You just want to go up in there and give her a big squeeze. What we're looking at though is specifically her vocal technique. Now, look at the way she is holding the microphone, the way she's moving and everything like that. I've noticed a lot in the comments, people are saying, oh, it's a natural talent, extraordinary talent. Yes, by all means at this age, a lot of it has to do with talent actually. But don't forget, there's probably a very motivated family behind her. So the way that kids get into these competitions is their parents have got to put them up for it. And also you've got to think about the way that she's standing there, the way her outfit is. She wouldn't have decided that at 6, 7 years old. Her parents would have decided it for her. So we need to think about these things when we see these kids and say, oh, what a talent. They're also being encouraged. They are being pushed forward by their families, which is not a bad thing. She's singing at a great pitch for a kid, but it sounds like a child's voice. It sounds like a lot of the young girls that I get here in my studio. It sounds very cute and very innocent. Her pitching is very good though. And you'll see a bit later, it's very cute that she misses one of her cues.
Just take this song and you'll never be left all alone.
That's so usual for this. Sorry, I just stopped it really quickly. That's so usual for this age group. What kids often do is that they'll stand there and just be like starstruck and they won't know what to do. So they need to mimic what other people are doing. So whether that's they're watching videos of their favorite singers, or her singing teacher's gone and told her, which would be something that I would do as well for my young singers because it gives them something to do when they have a bit of choreography. She's obviously had dance training and things like that from a really young age. So this is probably also that dance training coming in. I just want you to think about that it's really like a whole bunch of things in her world that lead to where she is today. It's not just like she came out at the level of High School Musical. It's really been a process throughout the years.
Me to your heart, feel me in your bones. Just one more night, and I'm coming off this long and winding road. I'm on my way. Well, I'm on my way home, sweet home. Tonight.
That's so adorable. She obviously just needed to swallow or something. It's so classic of a really trained performance. She's doing such a lovely job of it. You can see it's all on one sort of level. Tonight, tonight. And kids actually have much smaller larynges. So their larynx, which lives in here, is really tiny. I mean, it's child size. So that means that the notes that they sing need to be at a certain pitch. Otherwise, they just can't hit them. So children around Olivia's age in this video have to really sing well above that middle C. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to hit the notes. They have a very small range. You'll see this song doesn't move really high and it doesn't move very, very low, which is great for that age group.
I'm on my way. Just set me free. Home, sweet home.
And there you go. Mum was obviously like, you didn't need to do this. You can really hear, though, in that song, I'm on my way, home sweet home. She really doesn't move away from that sort of main interval of notes. And that's absolutely fine, because that's so important for kids, that they don't try and sing super duper high and loud, and they don't try and go really, really low, because what can end up happening is that they engage other muscles in order to create those notes. Her singing teacher did a fabulous job in picking the song. It's not my favorite song in the whole world. I think there's better ones. But, you know, when you've got children's singing competitions, it's really hard to pick songs for them that are age appropriate, one, and also that are going to fit their vocal range and that the kids are going to like. You've got so many variables. So she did a wonderful job. Next, we're going to take a look at Olivia when she's a little bit older to see how her voice developed. There you can see, actually, it's almost the same pitch. There is something going down. Don't forget, children's larynges, or their larynx, is much smaller than an adult. So they can hit way higher notes than a lot of adults can, because they start off with smaller instruments to begin with. And that little, like, I'm on my way, that kind of the younger Olivia was struggling to really get that depth. You can really hear, well, there's something going down. You can really hear that she's bringing in that slightly darker sound at the end of the note. That was pretty cool. That was hard. Okay, I will admit. Most kids can actually belt like she's doing, though, because if you think about the next time obviously a bunch of kids playing outside, it's not happening at the moment, but next time you walk past like a school or something like that and you hear them in the playground, they are like yelling at each other, and I promise you that it is at exactly that level, and they are just belting back and forth because they can do that. They are so used to it. They're not pushing, they're not using any extraneous muscles, they breathe really high. Next time you see a child scream or cry, think about how long they can scream and cry for. So that's a pretty well-oiled machine, I would say, and they haven't learned how to do it. We kind of like unlearn all these things as we get older. We also have to go to singing lessons to then turn that scream into actual pitch. But that is really, really cool what she's doing. For me. Can you see that tongue position? Yeah! She's got the perfect belt tongue position. And that little crinkle of her nose. Yeah! That's what we often say to younger singers, to make sure that they're lifting inside with their soft palate and to really get that feeling of the sound coming forward. So we get them to do that little crinkle, and that's a great mechanism, and it's a great trigger for them to hit their voice into the right spot. You can also see there that she isn't really singing quietly or thinly or anything like that. She's kind of staying at that really belty level. I mean, that's the song, right? Mama knows best. It's basically just belt, 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 belt. She's doing a good job of it. I don't know. It's a bit monotone for me, but that's just how the song is. We can't forget the saying, which is, with most of these shows and most competitions, big notes get votes. There is a tendency in a lot of these vocal competitions that the higher and the louder you can sing, the better off your chances are at winning. And her singing teacher obviously knew the winning combination. I don't know if she won or not. Let me know in the comments, though, if you know if she won. I'd love to find out, actually. One thing that's important to note, especially about Olivia Rodrigo, we mustn't forget the natural setup of her accent. If you've liked this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button, because I bring out vocal technique help videos just like this one every single week. And I want to hear what you want to see. What sort of videos do you want me to have a look at? What sort of voice things, tips, tricks do you need? What do you want to do with your voices? Let me know. I love getting feedback. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Ka kite anō.